that money, dummy, do it for the love. And I'm hungry, did I mention money? Cop cars, now I need that airplane money. Hardly laugh in the ghetto, being broke ain't funny. We built for this homie, yeah, we run the streets. You see me everywhere, jeweled up, tucking the heat. Yo, I rap for the hustlers, put my life on this beat, we all we got.
All right, the next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is a fight, the co-main event before Cecilia Brækhus versus Jessica McCaskill. And that was Madrimov. Now, remember, I don't know. I'm pronouncing the name the way I see it. I mean, no disrespect. I respect everyone in their names. Your name is your identity. I'm just doing my best to pronounce a name that I am not familiar with. And so I am pronouncing it as Madrimov because that's what it looks like to me. Madrimov versus Walker. Remember, Walker was on the Contender, and he lost to Brendan Adams in the semifinals of the Contender, and he was fighting Madrimov in I believe it was a title eliminator in the co-main event. Now, I'm going to set up a video for you guys to take a look and tell me what you think. Now, Madrimov lands a shot, and Walker goes down. Walker is unconscious, but the ref says that it's not a knockdown because he says Madrimov used his shoulder and gave Walker 5 minutes to recover. Do you think this was a knockdown? And you saw the punch. You saw the shoulder. Or do you believe there was a shoulder? There's the punch. There is he going in deep.
We're not showing the clip? Hold on, I don't see the clip.
I see it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, what the heck? My computer's playing games.
Oh my God.
Sorry about that, everybody.
TBE, the worst cameraman. All right.
The worst, the best ever. Steven Spielberg couldn't even spill
the best ever to never press record. All right. So basically, after reviewing the footage and seeing the fight, Trill, do you think that that punch was a knockdown, and do you think that the fight should have been ruled a knockout, which it wasn't? Walker was given 5 minutes to recover, and then the fight ended up going the distance. So, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm glad that the right kid won. The irony would have been if Walker would have came back, it wouldn't fight. After being, he was knocked out. He got hit with that left hand and he was knocked out. The problem is the force and the momentum from the kid kind of like leaned him forward. So after the shot was land, it did look like his shoulder dropped him. But this guy was out. He was out. He was out before he even, that left hook planted him. I'm not going to go too hard on the ref. I'm going to say this. Sometimes angles, he probably all he seen was that shoulder bringing him down, you know. Can't see everything, you know, they try to, you know.
No, but the ref said it was a clean punch, but he's saying that the ref said after the punch, you hit him with your shoulder, so that negates the clean punch and makes it a no knockdown. And so the ref said if you never would have used your shoulder, he probably never would have got up.
I don't think it was an intentional shoulder. I think the force of him coming in, you know what I'm saying, and land there, we done seen this plenty of times in boxing, you know, with the momentum. That's what I think it was. I believe that it should have been a knockout. Walker got a gift, 5 minutes, you know. It wasn't a low blow. His head didn't hit the turnbuckle, nothing. He was out from the left hook. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
All right, G?
Yeah, yo. All right. How I see it, I originally was like, yo, this is some BS. But when you're looking at it from the replay, and if from the angle of the ref, I actually agree with Trill. From his angle, it looked like after you hit him, you took him down with your shoulder. Mm-hmm. And so from that angle, I can see like, yeah, I can't rule it a knockdown, right? But when you're watching it on television, you see it, you're like, bro, that was a clean shot. But I will say this though, homies, he was fighting dirty that whole fight, and the dude was doing weird stuff, man, like low blows, constantly putting his head, like, using his head, doing all kind of stuff the entire fight. So that happening, I can see why, Gary Ritter was like, yo, man, come on, bro. So he was like, I ain't ruling that, But I will say this, though. Me personally, the last round, I felt like the referee should have ended it a little earlier because, what's his name, Walker? He took a lot of punishment. He was gone. Like, when like a guy's just fighting off of instinct because he's like concussed so much? That's what was happening in the last round. And the ref just let it rock till the bell rang. And I was like, oh, man, this dude's taking a lot of punishment. If I was the referee in that last round, I would have had to cut it early. Like, I know the fight's almost over, but it's like, bro, you already lost. Like, there's no need for you to take all this unnecessary punishment. So then this is where I kind of blame now Walker's corner. When he got dropped in the ninth, that was a gift. They should have been like,
DQ?
No, they should say, stay down and let the judges decide. You know what I mean? Because, he literally was concussed. If you watch it, like, he couldn't even get up. Like, they had to help him onto the stool.
Yeah, he was out.
If I was in his corner, I'd be like, why would I even allow my fighter back in the ring with a dude now who's fresh? Like, remember, in that 5 minutes, homie was just recovering. So, although he was tired during the fight, he got his second win now. And your man's still on wobbly legs. Your man's still concussed. It doesn't make sense to put him back in there with a wolf. I'd have been like, yo, stay down. Yo, hell, my man can't fight no more. Yo, go to the scorecards. You know what I mean? Because he had a better chance winning then than he did at the end of the fight. And at the end of the fight, he took so much punishment that it's like, I think he's going to retire. He was already old anyway. So
37.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's done now. Like, he took so much punishment.
37-year-old babyface assassin.
Yo, he ain't no assassin no more. You know what I'm saying? The assassin got assassinated.
That was an assassin.
Yo, he's done. And that to me is kind of like, yo, did you even care about you? I'm not even like fazed by the referee. Like, I understand why the referee did what he did. I'm more concerned about his corner. Like, if this is your fighter, and I usually think like, boxers and their trainers, they have a close relationship. You seen what, he was on the floor, like rolling around, couldn't get up. There's no way I'm bringing my fighter back in the ring with a dude that's now recovering. He's fresh. He's ready to take your head off while you're concussed, you on wobbly legs and all that. It doesn't make sense, man, even with the 5 minutes. So, man, it just wasn't right, man. So I'm going to give, what's his name, Gary Ritter a pass. But shame on your corner for allowing you to get punished like that.
Ned, the cameraman.
Man, when I didn't see the fight, but I saw the clip. And when he was rolling around trying to get up, I'm like, yo, this man is knocked out.
Ned, what was he doing? What was he doing?
Like, yeah, he was looking everywhere like, yo, is this the best? Is that the best? He couldn't grab anything at that moment. I was like, yo, that man is knocked out.
Oh, man.
And then G was like, yo, they gave him 5 minutes. It was like, damn, like they should just ruled it a knockout. If it was a legal hit, disqualification. But the fight went on.
They go to the scorecards.
Go to the scorecard.
Yeah.
You don't win after something like that. But it was a vicious hit. He got laid out, and I thought if it was a KO, he got robbed of a KO. I'm not gonna put anything else on that, but I thought he got knocked out. I didn't see no shoulder lead, anything of that nature.
Oh, Ned, what did you see? Ned, what did you see when Walker was on the ground?
Like, I can't get it. It was a life alert. Life alert. I felt like I can't get up.
No, but I forgot too. He lost a point for a low blow, and I think was it the last round? Okay, I can't remember. I think it was the last round. He actually.
Oh, the point he took.
Yeah, the referee took a point.
No, it wasn't the last round. It was like 2 rounds before the last round, or the round before the last round.
Yeah, he lost another point. Man, that fight was all over the place, man. Now, my fault. Go ahead, Ned.
But yeah, no, that's it. It just looked like a Life Alert commercial, yo. The man fell and he couldn't get up.
That's
it.
That should be the title of this video.
Life alert.
You know what? Maybe Life Alert will sponsor this video.
It's Joe Walker.
Oh man.
If you're a boxer.
So here's the deal, man. Like, it's so much happened in this. For starters, I'll start with the referee. In answering the question, does he get a pass from me? I'm gonna have to say yes. And here's the reason why he gets a pass from me. Madrimov, he was doing roughhouse tactics the entire fight. Like, he tackled Walker to the ground twice. Like, literally tackled the man to the ground, like, intentionally. So when he landed the big shot and he tackled him and he went into him that way, I felt like it was unnecessary. Now, you can be off balance, you can do whatever. But if you look at the video, he lands the shot and he's going forward. And there is one point where he does extend the arm out. Now, if you're asking me, would I have ruled a knockout if I was a referee? I would have. But I can understand why the ref was saying, I don't want to reward his roughhouse tactics, because he's been using roughhouse tactics the entire fight.
Elbow. He was doing mad stuff.
Yeah. He tackled Walker to the ground twice. Like, not once, twice. Like, intentional tackles. And in my opinion, the second time he did it, the ref was well within his right to take a point then, but he didn't. And he took a point later on. So for that reason, I'm not so, like, upset about him taking the point. Although I felt like you already robbed the man of the knockout, why you going to take a point too? You really kind of already, not only did you take a point, you took the fight from the man, so why you want to take the point? But I'm not mad, because, like, if you watch that fight and you're being an objective observer, the man was being rough. The man was using roughhouse tactics, which is fine. He must really like Sean Porter.
I was not thinking in my head. I was just gonna say, he was watching old films of Sean Porter.
He thinks Sean Porter's the best. If you ask him who's the best,
time to do it.
147, Sean Porter, hands down. Nah, so it's kind of like Sean Porter, like. But the other thing about the situation that I don't like is, the man landed a clean punch. There's no doubt in my mind, Walker was laying on the floor looking like, he should have been in a Life Alert commercial because of the punch that Madrimov had landed. So you can't take that away. This is boxing at the end of the day. What I ask is, but for, right? So we get into, like, legal things or whatever, right? But you look at but for, right? Like, if but for Madrimov landing that left hook, would Walker have been down on the canvas? I don't think so. I think the reason he was on the canvas was...
Repeat that? Did you say he was down on the canvas because of the left hook? Or
yeah. Left hook. The left hook is the reason he was on the canvas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I believe that it was the left hook.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is, like, when you're trying to figure out what's the cause of something, you have to ask but for, right? So, for example, it says, but for is really saying, like, if this didn't happen, would this have happened? So, for example, let's say if he never landed the left hook, would Walker have gone down on the canvas? I don't think so, right? So if it wasn't for a left hook, Walker still would have been standing up, right? Then you got to ask yourself, so you got that, right? If Walker didn't land a left hook, he still would have been standing up, right? You agree?
Yep, definitely.
Okay. Now I ask, so then you ask, if Walker never landed the left hook, but he would have hit him with the shoulder, would Walker have gone down from that shoulder? I don't think he would have. Without the left hook landing, he gives him that same shoulder. Does Walker go down?
I don't see him going down.
It's tough. It's tough because
how he was moving.
Because he was moving back and he was straight forward, moving back. If a guy just like moves forward with his shoulder, I can see you going down. The real question is, would you stay down from that shoulder tap?
Yeah.
He would have got up like, all right, I'm good. You know what I mean? So
all tying into where I'm getting at. So basically, what I have to ask myself is, if you take away the left hook and you give the shoulder, what do you have going down? I don't think he would have gone down. Personally, I don't think he would have gone down. But even if you think he would have gone down, would he have stayed down the way that he was down? No. So therefore to me,
he was knocked out.
The but for reason, right? The cause as to why he couldn't get up and why he went down was the punch. Because only the punch would bring him down like that and keep him. Ned, how is he looking, Ned? Let me know, how is he looking? Ned looked like he caught the Holy Ghost.
Give him praise.
Yeah, so to me, it had to be the punch, because if it's just the push, right? One, we don't know if he goes down, but let's say he does go down from the push, he gets back up, right? He got up from the tackles, right? So it had to be the left hook that put him down, it kept him down. So to me, you can't take that away from him. You can't take the knockout away from him. But I understand it. Now, the other thing I don't like is the man was knocked out. This was a vicious knockout. Everyone, if you get the chance, because we couldn't show everything, watch it. Yo, he is literally on the floor, knocked out, like cold. He's knocked out. He wouldn't have beat no count. Yes.
No.
He didn't beat any count. He's looking like a combination of Trill and Ned.
That was later. That was later. That was later. At first, he was like this against the rope.
At first, he was out cold. And then later, he started looking like Ned. Exactly.
He went from Trill to Ned.
Exactly. That's what he went from, right? Now, this guy went from all that, right? All that. And I heard him say, if he can't continue, we're going to the scorecards. I heard him say that. If he can't continue, we're going to the scorecards. In his corner, let him continue. And this is where I have beef. This is where I have beef. Because you could have said, although he's saying he can continue, we all saw this man was just knocked out. Exactly. We need to go to the scorecards. We're going to the scorecards. Don't let the man continue. And this is where I give Walker so much credit. Yo, this dude was just knocked out. We saw him knocked out. We know he was knocked out. Think of one of the most vicious knockouts you've ever seen, because that's what this was. It was a vicious knockout. And then the fighter being told immediately after being knocked out, you got to go back in the ring and fight.
So, Dad, what do you do?
So immediately after being knocked out, they told him in 5 minutes, you got to go fight again. Think about that. Yeah. Think about like after Wilder knocked out Brazil, they're like, oh, nah, bro.
So wake up. 5 minutes,
go back in there with Wilder again.
We got to do it again. We got to
like, that's what happened. And I also have a beef with the athletic commission that let that happen. How could you let that happen? There's no way. And so like G said, in the last 10 seconds or in the last like 30 seconds, really, when Walker looks dead, right? Looks dead, and he still makes it to the end and the ref allows it. I'm thinking shame on everyone involved. Because you know what? This all could have ended in the 9th round. All could have ended with the knockdown. This is a hot mess that never needed to take place. Am I mad at the ref for not calling a knockdown? No. A knockout? Do I think he should have? Yes. What happened as a result? The right person still won, but Walker took a lot of punishment, took a lot of damage. had to go back into the ring after really being knocked out? Is that really the look we want from boxing? And all that is pales in comparison to the fact that the zone doesn't allow me to watch the fight when I want to watch it. My own terms and my leisure, and then I have to force to watch this, and I can't even turn it off.
Okay. That was Eddie's fault.
The zone got two strikes against them so far since boxing has started with these things about protecting fighters. Like you see what happened with the young lady. She was obliterated, but I can't even say the word.
Obliterated.
She was dead. You know what I'm saying? Like she was. I don't even want to. They did that, and then this happens. That's two.
I think her name was Miranda Sonisa Estrada, and I can't remember something Miranda. Yeah, she got completely just outclassed.
She didn't deserve to be in there. That mom who survived cancer didn't need to be in there getting beat on like that. She was the perfect one who should have used that Victor Ortiz line. I don't deserve to be getting hit like this.
She did it. But when you strip it down to the bare point, like to the simplest point, the referee sent the man who was just knocked out cold back into a fight immediately after being knocked out cold. And that's just ridiculous. What were you expecting to happen, people? I don't know.
Please let us know how you feel about that. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. This is the Boxing Bros. Please like and subscribe.
I wanna see what's on your mind. You wanna see what's on my mind. Pimpin' all the time. I wanna know if you wanna be mine. You wanna know if you can be mine. Pimpin' all the time. I wanna see what's on your mind. You wanna